Hey, this is Nyakum. Welcome to OB Studios. Today we're going to take a look at the changelog from the beta 1 of Breakdance Page Builder. Yes, a beta version of Breakdance Page Builder is out. I think it was out since yesterday, but I want to take you through some of the most significant parts of this update. Let's get into it. So, the first thing that we're going to do is go to the website as usual. So breakdance.com, and then you'll get to the very front page of their website. When you get there, you scroll all the way down to the bottom where they have their blogs. So this is the release. So it came out on July 18th. The time of record for this video is July 19th. So this is more like a day old or something like that. We're just going to go through the changelog and see some of the significant additions and some of the improvement that they have made. So let's open this. All right. So Breakdance Beta 1 is available. Sign up for free test and beta here, or log in, or whatever that you want to do. All right. So there's already a video from the company. I think the person making the video is Lewis, so that is that, but that is not what we're here for. All right, so this is the changelog. So the changelog details all of the changes that they've made, or if there's any new additions. The changelog also mentions it. So we're just going to go through a few of this, and then we're going to see how these are implemented and if they are things that you should be excited about. Okay, so they have added 4 new elements. So an element that they added is a header builder, the mask, advanced tabs, and simple counter. All right, so are these elements something that people will really be excited about? Like from this list, that there are 2 things that probably I'll be excited about, probably the advanced tabs and then the header builder. But the maxer and the simple counter are not really things that I was hoping would be released with the beta version. I thought something more would have been released when the beta version was coming out. But with these 2 things, I'll say, okay, probably it's not a bad release. These 2 things really suffice for something. So let's look at how these 4 elements they look. So I already have a staging site already made, already installed. So I'm just going to go to the plugin and show you what we have. Let me delete these 2 things. All right, so I'm just going to refresh this. So we just have Breakdance beta, do not use, whatever. All right, so we're good. We're going to go to pages, and then let's create a new page and call it Breakdance Beta 1. All right, let's publish it, and then edit in Breakdance. All right, so that we are in the canvas now. So things that we're looking for is the header builder, and the maxer, the advanced tabs, and simple counter. All right, so this the header builder, remember, this is not how to build a header in Breakdance. This is just for testing out to see what this is about. If you want to build a header, you might want to go back. Let me just show you where to go before you make the mistake of building a header over here. If you want to build a header, you have to come to Breakdance, click on header, and then add a header over here. So this is how you formally add a header, but we're not going to do that because we don't have the time, but we're just going to experiment over here. So we're looking for a header builder. So let's type in header. All right, so this. All right, so a header builder is it's just like a section with more controls, quote unquote, for headers. It's not anything too extraordinary. It's not like you're getting anything above or beyond, but it has a bit more features that a section doesn't have. So if we put in So look at the details over here. I'm just going to add a section so you can see the difference. Okay, so within a section, we have a layout, background, text, color, size, space, spacing, divider, and borders. On this header, we have things that we have is more like advanced, overlay, sticky, and then spacing and other stuff like that you can find in the section. So that is the difference between this header section or this header builder and a normal section. Because if you go into building a header before this new beta came out, you will use a section to do that. But now they have added a dedicated header builder section, quote unquote, that has a few more features like a sticky, and then you can also have overlays and advanced, and then a few more other stuff. So that is what the header is. So I'm just going to close it, delete that, and then also delete this. The next thing that they have on this changelog is maxer. So what is a maxer? Now let's see how this also works. I'm just going to add also a section, and then let's see, add an image because we want to mask. I'm going to add like a background. Let's add a background color of that, and then let's add an image. So that's an image. All right, so let's choose an image. So I'm going to choose this. All right, and then let's go to styling. Click on image, go to styling, and then we'll look for where the maxer is. Okay, it's not here. All right, so the maxer is under the effect panel under the images. So you can find the maxer over here when you click on an image, you can find a maxer over here. But I think it's also an element. So let's look for the element. Let's call this a masker. All right, so this is it too. So a maxer is also like a container with a few more how do you call it, a few more features added to it. So I'm just going to put I placed an image in the masker, and then I'm going to add this image back into it. I'm going to delete the first one, or I'm going to leave it and then show you the difference if there is any. So there's so this image is wrapped with a maxer container. So right now I'm going to open the panel and then click on the maxer and then come over here. So over here you have the max over here. You have a shape and then a size. So when I click on it, we have a donut, we have a TV. All right, not bad. We have waves, we have blob, we have star 2, then there's a pill, there are stripes. All right, what again? Can you custom? Yes. So if you have an SVG, you can use an SVG over here to like you can build your own shapes either in Illustrator or on the web or whatever way that you do use. You can bring an SVG. I think using an SVG will work. You can upload it over here for it to also give the shape that you want. But I'm going to do stripes, right? And then under stripe, you can see this dot. So this dot means that it's right in the middle. So what I'm going to do is hit on it and then just move. So as you move, you can see that the maxer is moving either up and down. If we change the size of this to custom and then make it 50%, so this is how it's going to look, so that when we move it, we can see more of the movement. So that's what the maxer is. Is this something that is needed? Maybe you can use clip arts to do that, but clip arts mean that you have to know a bit of CSS. So having this can also save you a ton of time if this is something that you want to go for. So I'll give this anywhere between like 5 or a 6 out of 10 for it being an element. So going back to the images, right? On the images, you can also click on the max, and then you can do the same thing with the same effects. So you don't have to really use the element called maxer. You can just choose an image and then you can use the image on it. But with the element, you have more, I'll say, probably gives you a bit more control because it's not just an image. You can use it. You can put other stuff into it for it to also. You can even, I think, can you add a color? Let me delete the image, right? Let's delete the image and then let's see. So this is it. I'm just gonna say, does it have a place to put a color? Yeah, you can do a color. You can say give it a color of that, and then probably work around it if you're trying to use that for whatever that you want to use it for. So that is the second thing. The third thing that they have over here is advanced tabs. So what is advanced tab? Advanced tabs, let me delete this. All right, and then let's go to add and then type in advanced. All right, so this advanced tab. All right, so this is how it looks. So advanced tabs is more like instead of having just a normal tab that you can just put like text and other stuff like that, with advanced tabs you're able to add like more stuff. Everything that is in the builder, you can add it. You can add a Facebook comment if you have the Facebook API included. You can add image to zoom. Like, look at that. You can do this. You can add anything that is on the panel. You can add it inside the advanced tab. So you'll be able to build your own tabs that you want without having to rely on some of the more traditional rigid designs that they have for tabs where everything is one way or the other. You don't have to do that. So that is that. Let's look at some of the how it looks. So it looks like this. If we add a tab, what happens? And then let's give this one advanced tab. All right, so you just added over there. If we have this selected, let's select all right, before you even do that, let's add, okay, active is, let's put active to be number. All right, so we are getting some errors over here, which is something that I might have to look out for. The error for this, I'm just gonna save this. So as you can see, there's an error when I'm trying to make this one active. But let's add content, and then within let's say we put a header, and then we put let's say an image. So this, delete, this also delete. So we are in the new tab that we created, which is this. So there's this, and then this is that, and then there's that, and there's that. But this is the new tab that we created. So you'll be able to add anything that you want. I don't know where the error was from, but I'll try it again when I am done with this video to see why we had that. Okay, the next thing that we're going to look at is this simple counter. What is this simple counter? So we're done with this advanced tab. Let me just also remove it and then look for a simple counter. All right. Okay, so this is more like testimonial thing or whatever that you want it to be. Easy count, format number, separator, dot. All right. Okay, so I don't really know what the implication of this will be or what you might want to, you can use it. You can definitely use it for something. Let's go to the wrapper and then remove the background color. Yeah, so you can have like 3 or 4 of these. Let's duplicate it and make this section the layout into vertical center like that. So you can have this one like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you can say that, okay, this, that, or probably designs, and then you can say development. Yeah, like those things. Like you can have more like little testimonials with numbers that runs from a certain number to a certain number. So you can go back to the edit, and then you can say that, okay, where does it start? I want to start at 250. So it starts from 250 and it goes to the number that you want. So simple counter. If I'm rating this, I might give it probably a 4. Yeah, 4 or 5. If I give this a 5, then probably I have to give the maxer probably a 6. And then if I want to give also numbers, the header, I'm gonna give it probably a 6 or a 7. And then the advanced tab, I'll give it a solid 8 for implementation and idea. So that is that for the new elements. The other stuff that they have added is header and footer conditions. So what are header and footer conditions? let's go back to over here. So this is a header builder. Remember, if you want to build a header, you go back to your back end, you hover on, so let's say you come back over here, you hover on Breakdance, and then you click on the header here. So go back and read this. So header and footer conditions. So I mean that they've added more conditions to the header and footer. Let's click on header. Okay, and let's name this new header. And then apply it everywhere, and then click on conditions. All right, so for conditions, what do they have now? So now you'll be able to choose search, okay, media, post status. All right, logged in users. Okay, now they have dynamic data, custom PHP. I think all of these were here. All right, so over here, they even have page view count. So let's say if someone has been on your website and then they have looked at a certain number of pages, you can say that, okay, if the person has looked at a certain number of pages or maybe 10 pages, don't show them this header anymore. If if they've come on your website more than once, show them this type of header. Implementation, good idea. How much people will be using this? You might have to be a marketer to be able to leverage the power of these things. If you're not a marketer, probably these two things wouldn't really bother you. But other stuff that is over here, like day of the week, which is really important, you can also use it if you're a marketer or you're someone who sells things with a date range. You'll be able to do that. So yeah, implementation for those new two things, I'll give it probably a 6 or a 7. Copy from front end. I think this one talks about copying stuff and then pasting it. Copying from front end. Yeah, copying stuff and pasting it. So this cross domain copy and paste. I tested this out. It didn't really work for me, so I might have to submit probably a bug or something like that. But it didn't really work for me, so bear that in mind. Okay, what this one does is, let's say you have website A and you have website B. You'll be able to copy stuff from website A and then paste that into stuff in like the section in website B. So that is what a cross domain means. The next thing that they even is breakpoint, stack vertically, never option. All right, so breakpoint. Let's go over here and click on breakpoint. So stack vertically. Okay, probably this might be in preference. Let's see what is here. Okay, breakpoint is stacked side by side. Okay, this is pop-up. Other stuff like that. Panel position. Breakpoint. All right, so these might be something that is more technical to show, but let me. Yeah, it's a breakpoint drop down, stack vertically at never option. All right, so the drop down for the breakpoint is this, but this whole drop vertically, stack vertically at never option is something that I haven't seen, but if I do see it, I might add it to subsequent videos. The next thing that they added is CSS only smooth scroll to hash links. All right, so this is more of an animation. I haven't dealt too much into animation with Breakdance, but as soon as I do that, I'll let you know what this specific change log and feature, this new feature is. And also control slider with links. I think let's go to slider, right? Okay, let's say advanced slider. Go over here and then look for slider settings, advanced, swipe on scroll, pay-per-view. But I think you'll be able to leverage, let's say if you have, it's more like if you have like anchor points connected to a page that you're able to click on the anchor point and the anchor point is able to find the page. I think that is how you'll be able to leverage this control slider with links. So I'll be making a video more about this breakpoint drop down and then these two things, because I really want to see what this is about. These three things is about. The next thing is about UI improvement, make breakdowns load fast, which I think it did. Okay, I'm just gonna save this, right? And then I'm gonna go back. Exit. All right, I'm gonna open a new page and call it test speed load. I typed in load. Okay, let's publish that. And then, do you have to publish before you click on edit in Breakdance? No, you don't have to do that. I'm just doing it. You don't have to click on publish before you can load it. All right, this is significantly better than how fast it used to load, because I'm going to open my other staging site for you to see. It's a bit slower on there. All right, let's Breakdance. All right, so this one, let's go to plugin. So you see that this one is alpha 2. So this is the old version. So let's go to pages, right? And click on add new and say, all right, so this one is already speed test, publish. Let's click edit with Breakdance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so more like 5 seconds for this to load. Let's go back to the old, the new one, which is this. I'm going to close this. And then let's go to a page, and then let's go back here. And I'm just going to make a new page again and say TT test. All right, and then I'm just going to click and then break 1, 2. All right, so within 2 seconds, this one loads, and this the old one used to load within anywhere between 4 and 5 seconds it takes for it to load. So significantly, if anything on this thing, this is proven to be right. It loads way faster than the old version. So, and then they said they have add inbuilt preview support for hide by breakpoint. So I think what this one is about, if I really understand what they're saying here, I'm just gonna save this and go back to let's go back here, right? And then let me edit with Breakdance. All right, so this, let's duplicate this, and I'm going to click on this. I'm going to go to advanced and then go to hide on breakpoint. I'm going to say, okay, let's hide on desktop. So this is what they have done, right? This is what they've done. Preview hidden. All right, so the new UI improvement that they've added is you are able to hide what you have hidden when it comes to a certain breakpoint. So let's change this one from desktop to tablet, and you can see that it's now showing. If let's say we add the tablet, it's gonna go missing, and then let's go to portrait, it's now showing. If we add a portrait, it's gonna go missing. So that is the new improvement that they've added, which is not anything bad, it's not anything good, but I think it's a good way of enhancing the UI, which I also think, if I'm giving it anything when it comes to UI and usability, probably give it a 6 or a 7. Show full path to control when searching the property panel. Show full path to control when searching the property panel. All right, let's go here and see what this one really means. Okay, we're here, right? Let's change this one back to desktop and then remove everything that we hit. All right, show full path. So they are saying that if we search the panel, let's search something for overlay, not overflow, right? Overflow. All right, this let me show you why this is really important, this new update with this full path. Because let's go back here, right? And then let's click on add. Not even add, let's add and then put a section. And then within the section, let's search for overflow. Okay, so do you see what happened? When this one you don't really know, because there are 2 overflows. There's one for the wrapper, and then there's one for, I think, Let me close this and so I can have the right words. Okay, there's one for this wrapper and there's one for this wrapper hover. It doesn't tell you which one you are even seeing, which was really something that was bugging me because I used to really forget which one it was. But with this new update, now they've added these words for you to know that, okay, this is for the hover and then this for the normal state. So for me, I'll give this a 10. Not because it is any game changing, but because it removes the stress that I was going through when I was looking for overflow. So yeah, that is a 10. Focus point input, make arrow draggable. Focal point input, make arrow draggable. Okay, I think they are probably talking about. Okay, let's go to advanced, right, and click on this. What's the difference? What is the difference here? Wait. Okay, let me go back to old version and then close this. Go to advanced. Click here. Make arrow draggable. All right, I might have to check more on that to see what that is all about. Rich text, make top bar sticky, button, edit text in line. I think this one is when you add like a button. Like, let's click on here and then click on a button. You'll be able to like click on this and then change the text. I think you couldn't do that on the old version. So I'm just gonna click here and then click on the button. Yeah, you couldn't do that. Okay, so that is a new improvement. Enable right click, menu and structure panel. All right, let's go here and just right click. Okay, you see when you right click, this is what you get, right? Okay, so let's go to the newer version and then right click here. What is the difference? Let's say enable right click, menu and structure panel. Okay, let's go to structure panel. I think I clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, structure panel, right click. All right, so let's go to the old version and then open the structure panel and then right click. All right, so now what they've added is a right click on this structure panel. So when you click on this, you see the structure panel. When you right click here, you don't see any features, but on the new improved one, when you right click, you get features like copy, paste, page design, delete, and save as global block. All right, the next thing that they said they've implemented is improve element outline behavior. All right, prevent unnecessary scroll bar from appearing on Windows. I am not using Windows right now, but I have my Windows laptop up somewhere. I think on one of the tables. I might check it out and see what this is all about. The next things that they have here are really minute and smaller stuff, which we can really go through. But if you really want to see some of the improvement that has been added to Breakdance, go to their website, scroll all the way to the bottom. When you come to their website, scroll all the way to the bottom, and then you find Breakdance Beta 1. If you haven't tested it out, I think this tool is important in the WordPress ecosystem or environment. We need more competition for people and other builders to step up and do things that everybody wants. So if this builder is going to do what people want and they're going to like provide tools like this, I think it's a good competition. And when it comes out, as I've said already, I'm going to get a license and I'm going to test it out until I feel more comfortable to use it for clients or even for projects that are for myself. So as always, this is Nyako. Welcome to OB Studios. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, leave it down in the comment section. Also, one thing I want to say is that I've opened a new Facebook page. I'm looking for people to join so we can have a really nice community. So if we want to add one more Facebook page to the number of pages, I know WordPress has a zillion pages going on. Join my page. It's going to be fun. If you also haven't subscribed, please subscribe to this channel. We'll be putting out a lot of good content. So please subscribe and then like this video too. Share with a friend. Thank you.